martini, please. 3 olives.
Well, it's been a while since you asked for one of those. Not since you hooked up with Scorpio.
I'll go back to white wine if he decides to return. Why don't you make that 4 olives?
Thank you very much for the cake.
My pleasure. Hey, next year maybe you'll get a gift.
Who knows, if he's really lucky, maybe his wife will remember his birthday.
Well, make it up to him, Barbara. I happen to know for a fact that my brother-in-law does not hold a grudge.
It is the forgiving part that's fun.
Here's to the day I drink alone, because there's a little one on the way.
That was a beautiful toast. Next time, I will take a pregnancy test to be sure, instead of using the wishful thinking method.
Don't worry about it, because we got all the time in the world.
You want to take me to dinner in Madrid?
You like Chinese food?
I love Chinese food. But, you know, we can't forget about our deal. I mean, how is Sonny going to see us all over each other if he's here and we're in Spain?
Wait, this is only your 2nd anniversary? You guys have been married longer than 2 years.
Well, you see, dear, we celebrate 2 anniversaries each year because we were married twice.
It's a time-honored Coeur d'Alene tradition.
Yes, Edward and Lila started it. Alan and I continued it, followed by Ned and Lois.
So each of you got married twice?
Mm-hmm.
Never let it be said that this clan won't commit.
There were good reasons in each case.
Oh, I want to hear all the stories.
Oh, that would take hours.
Well, I'll tell you our story, Edward's and mine. But weren't we expecting Ned and Lois?
Oh, they're late. I better send Reginald down to round them up.
Oh, my God. Reginald, do you think you can get him up to his room without running into anybody? Yeah, I think so. Do you need some help? No, not necessary. Okay, listen. AJ, listen to me. No more about the accident. Not to anyone. Leave home, go unconscious, whatever. Just keep your damn mouth shut. All right? Out of here. Thanks, Reginald.
What have you done to AJ?
I haven't done anything to AJ except protect him. And I might not be able to do that much longer.
Maybe you're what he needs protection from. I kept asking you this whole time why you were being so hard on him.
Well, I told you the reasons. Because he's selfish.
You told me a lot
self-indulgent.
of reasons, but you never told me the truth.
Okay, then let me explain right now.
No, you already did explain. Right? You weren't driving the car the night that Jason was hurt. AJ was. And you took the rap. You forced AJ to cover up the real story.
Mm-hmm. I saved his miserable hide.
You pushed him to where he is tonight, which is damn near suicidal.
No such luck. No, he wouldn't kill himself. Maybe a few innocent bystanders.
You know what? That's a horrible thing to say about anyone, much less your own cousin.
Lois, sweetheart, I am trying to stop him from destroying my family.
And it obviously means nothing to you if he becomes a casualty in the process.
You're right. AJ's well-being is not at the top of my list. He created a disaster, and I did what I thought was best to come up with a solution to contain the damage. And so far, it's worked.
My God. That's your solution?
Well, unfortunately, I'm not all that powerful. You see, the whole shaky structure depended on that self-pitying drunkard to keep his mouth shut. Shall we talk irony?
No, you want to know what's ironic? You don't even realize what you've done. Refill, please.
Hey, I guess I should buy you a drink, but you're a rich woman now. Maybe you ought to buy me one.
Heck of a way to get rich, don't you think? Mind if we change the subject?
All right. Where's Scorpio?
Where's Laura?
Justice took her home. I'm not sure I appreciate you butting into my private business like that. Because to tell you the truth, I don't care where Scorpio is. It doesn't matter to me.
Well, I couldn't tell you anyway. He had a little conversation with Garcia, and then it was just the backside of that door I saw. Out of town, is all he said.
You talked to Garcia and then left town, huh?
Yep.
I think they were talking about the murder.
Your guess was as good as mine.
See, we've created a series of images in Sonny's mind. With the two of us dining, dancing, kissing. My instincts tell me it's time for a new tactic.
Chinese food in Madrid.
Well, we'll make sure he finds out what we're up to. Plenty of innuendo and embellishments. And we'll let his imagination do the rest. Believe me, it will drive him crazy. I mean, nothing we could do under his nose could possibly match what he'll think we're doing so far away. Oh, don't forget, last time we made plans to go away, he hijacked you in a limousine.
That's true. Well, Jack, if I ever doubted it, I don't now. You are brilliant.
With all due modesty, I'd have to agree. So, do we have a date, senorita?
Si, senor.
We're in no rush. At any time that a baby of ours decides to make an appearance, he's welcome.
Or she.
Or he and she. We could have twins.
Well, yeah, looks like we got our work cut out for us.
Mm-hmm. And what work I love.
I'm home and I'm wet.
Look at you. You got soaked.
I know.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm just a little soggy, actually. I had to park the car on the street. Is Lucas asleep?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You couldn't get a good parking spot.
So you're the one that started the rain and you put all the cars on the street so I couldn't park?
No, I can't take the blame for all of that.
You gotta lay off this blame business. I mean, no more guilt, because there's absolutely nothing you can ever do to make me forgive you for forgetting my birthday. No sense in even trying.
Oh, I know you're joking, but I still feel terrible about it. I know your birthday. I know it as well as I know my own. But lately, I can't even remember what month it is, let alone what day. I don't know what's the matter with me.
It's because you're tired. You're overworked. You need a vacation. In fact, let's plan one. You want to? Just a few days. We can swing that.
I guess, maybe. I don't know. We'll do some time at the hospital.
So let's do it.
Only if we can make it your birthday celebration.
One night.
No. The whole thing, okay? You could go anywhere on Earth. Actually, let's let him in that, too. If you could go anywhere in the country.
Thank you.
Where would it be?
I like to listen to music.
Oh, okay. So now we're getting somewhere. So would it be like Bourbon Street in New Orleans, or Englewood in Massachusetts, or the Opera in New York City, or, okay. What was that?
No, it's something better left for another time.
Tell me.
No, because it's not the kind of place that you would think was a romantic getaway.
Okay, Carl, I'm not going to stop nagging until you tell me.
Well, that's scary. Opryland.
Opryland? Like in Tennessee?
No, like in Idaho. Of course, Tennessee. It's a better left for another time.
Hey, no. Hey, if that's your birthday wish, Opryland it is.
It was just a whim.
Well, honey, your whim is my command. We are going to Nashville
impetuous woman, the only place we are traveling to tonight is bed.
Oh, now don't be a fuddy-duddy. I can pack for us both in 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops, if you'll get on the phone and make sure there's a late-night flight to Nashville.
You should see yourself right now.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Well, give me 5 minutes extra, and I will try to make myself
No,
gorgeous.
no, no. You are gorgeous. Your eyes are practically on fire right now.
Really? Well, all the better to celebrate my beloved scratch day.
Okay. As long as you know that you don't have anything to make up to me or to prove, because I'm not feeling rejected or abandoned or forgotten, although I would love to hear some good country music, but you don't have to move heaven and earth to make it happen tonight. And I just love the fact that you're willing to do that.
You. Oh, how did you get so smart? You know, this is probably more for me than it is for you. I think I do need to get away, you know. I just gotta breathe some fresh air. I gotta think about nothing but having a little fun with my husband.
Do you really want to go?
Very much.
I'm going to make some reservations.
Well, good. I'm gonna pack.
Billy, you sure you don't want me to go with you to Bruce?
Oh, no, I'm sure. She's feeling a little under the weather. I think she's looking forward to a cozy little evening of girl talk. Do you mind?
No, I don't mind, as long as one of your shadows is nearby.
They'll leave us right outside.
Good. Tell Ruby that I hope she feels better.
Thank you. I won't be home long.
I'll be waiting for you, sweetheart.
Okay.
I'd love to know where you were just now.
I'm right here. What were you saying?
That it's time for our grand exit.
Okay.
Then I'd like to steal you away to my hotel room for a night.
Oh, can I take a rain check? You know, I'm so tired. I think I'm just going to jump in my car and go home to Dreamland. What?
Dream Madrid. I'll, get the coats.
I know what you're thinking.
Am I right?
I want him back more than ever.
Living high already, Kath?
Oh, yep, that's me. Private jet, private suite, private secretary, but no private eye.
Well, you gentlemen will have to excuse me while I go powder my wig.
Hey, you need some help?
Oh, no. Excuse me.
I'm cutting her off. She's had enough. How am I doing? You're doing okay, Corinthos. Doing all right.
If I hadn't overheard you and AJ, would you have ever told me?
Well, I hoped I wouldn't have to.
You hope that for the rest of my life, I believe that my husband crashed a car and irreparably damaged his own cousin?
Wouldn't that be so terrible? You said you didn't blame me for the accident.
That's not the point. I kept telling you that I could feel this undercurrent between you and AJ every time that you were around it, and that it made me uncomfortable. It didn't bother you?
Of course it bothered me. Lois, what do you want me to say? I did the best I could.
The best you could. Does that include keeping a whopper of a secret from your wife forever, or until you got caught, whichever one came first?
I thought that you'd be better off not knowing.
Maybe you didn't trust me to keep the secret.
Maybe a little of that, too.
Unbelievable. If I woke up to the news that AJ was found floating in the Port Charles River, would you have hoped that I never found out the reason why?
He's not...
Would you just answer the question?
Would I want to spare you worse pain? Yes, of course. Lois, I know you're very mad at me right now, but I need you to try and understand where I'm coming from. I need to know that you're with me. Lois?
What if I don't believe in what you're doing?
Disagree, fine. But stay with me. Let me do what I have to do.
What if I can't fall in line?
That's not a threat, is it?
I don't know what it is. I just know that I don't want to hear what you're saying to me right now.
What's my crime here? What, you think it's immoral of me to protect my family?
Oh, God. You're mixing apples with oranges. Bad things happen in families and they deal. You know, one person doesn't get to decide what's true and what's right and ram it down everybody else's throats. Don't you see that?
Don't you see the choices I had? Can't you understand the consequences?
AJ is your family. If you really wanted to protect him, you would have come clean to everybody else the night of the accident. They would have adjusted by now, and they would be supporting him and getting help. He would be in recovery, telling his story at AA meeting.
That's a fairy tale if I've ever heard one.
How do you even expect him to tell these stories with this secret he's holding inside? He's got nowhere to hide, nowhere to turn.
Still beats the hell out of prison.
It is prison to him, only worse, because he's got no way of redeeming himself. There's a mountain of lies here.
There's one lousy secret.
Keeping secrets is what's ruining this family. Nobody knows what anyone needs because nobody knows the truth. You've been spending all this time jumping through these hoops of fire to just keep this farce going, and what for? It's not helping them. It's hurting them. It's hurting us.
Listen, we can't do this now. So I'm going to go upstairs, finish getting dressed, and then we'll go to the main house, put in an appearance for my grandparents' sake, and then we'll come back here and resolve it. Okay? Be right back.
To tell you the truth, when you made that love, honor, and cherish deal, I had my doubts. So did a lot of other people, including me. But you're making it work, Sonny.
Yeah, well, some days are easier than others.
Yeah. Well, Brenda makes sure of that. But the point is, you gave your word. You're standing by it.
Whatever it costs.
Only you know if the price is too high.
So far, so good. All debts are covered. It was a great funeral celebration. Thanks.
My pleasure.
All right. See you later.
course, our first wedding was a big society affair. But the second one was a more intimate one.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yes. I can see it as though it were yesterday. He looked quite dashing, and when he turned and smiled at me, I heard a small, silent voice inside me saying, "This is your life, partner. Be happy."
Did you hear a little voice like that when you got married?
No, 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 no. The one that she heard said, "Danger. Take cover. Tornado warning. Earthquake zone."
No, it didn't.
You tell her.
Well, aside from all of the above, yes, I did hear a little voice that said, "This is your life partner. Be happy."
Well, we must ask Lois what her voice said.
It was probably last exit to Brooklyn.
Oh, Lois, we were just, what's the matter, dear?
It's gotta stop. Right here, right now.
What does?
The lies, the secrets, the cover-ups, they're ruining this family.
My dear, just sit down and take a deep breath, and we'll get you some champagne.
I don't want any champagne.
Well, just tell us what's wrong.
You're what's wrong. All of you. This family does terrible things to each other. And Ned's the worst of all. There's no other way to do this than to just come right out and say it. Ned wasn't driving the night that Jason got hurt. It was AJ. Ned swore AJ to secrecy, and he's been beating him up with guilt ever since. And AJ, in response, has been punishing himself with alcohol. I don't mean to hurt you, but I'm really worried about AJ.
Where is he?
He's probably passed out up in his room.
AJ was driving?
Do you remember how drunk he was that night?
Please don't hate him. He's suffering.
He destroyed Jason. He deserves whatever happens to him.
Don't say that.
Don't you tell me what to say. She wants the truth. I'm giving it to her.
Well, it isn't my truth.
Now, quiet! Why are you undermining your husband?
Excuse me? My husband has been lying to me. He's been lying to all of us.
He did exactly what I taught him to do. He shielded this family from scandal and disgrace, even though it meant sacrifice on his part.
Don't you understand what Lois is saying? AJ has needed help all this time.
Let him help himself. I can't believe you. You're turning this worthless bum into an object of pity. It's Jason who was hurt. It's Jason who was taken from
And you have two sons, and they've both been hurt. You cannot turn your back on AJ.
Can't I? You watch me.
Alan, when you calm down, you'll see things differently.
Now, hold on just a minute. Does anyone here realize what Ned must have been going through? What kind of courage it took for him to do that?
Stop it! I didn't mean for this to turn into another hideous, awful scene. Set him up again for the road, Joe.
Oh, coming right up.
So, what happened to Sonny?
He called it quits.
Oh, it's too bad. Oh, thank you very much. Oopsie. Fuzzy water?
Fizzy water, babe. Drink it up, and then we'll send you home in a cab.
Gone pretty bossy, haven't you? Who says I want to go home? Maybe I like it here. Maybe I want to stay the night.
Yeah. Guess that means you'll be bunking with me.
Can we arrange for Mac to find out?
No way, Dollface.
Real men don't tell, Miss Bell.
All right. They just love you and leave you where they stalk you and leave you millions.
Sounds like you're in a real tough spot, especially with those millions.
Did anybody ever tell you? Money can't buy you happiness.
So don't take it. Give it away.
Oh, I couldn't. Could you?
I don't know. Smith's Millions, probably not.
Besides, I have big plans for this money. I'm gonna spend every dime. First thing tomorrow, I am going out and I am buying up every shred of respect that I can get my hands on in Port Charles.
No diamonds, no furs, no public officials.
If I get in the mood. But there's one thing I want more than anything, and that is a position, all my own, in this town.
Legit. Good luck, baby.
Thanks. And I have one more little thing I want to do. I'm going to stick it to that one. Never mind.
If you were going to say Lucy, please don't forget. She is my partner here, and she is my friend.
You know, it really isn't very fair. That silly duck person has every man in this town standing by her side. And I'm alone. As usual. Oh.
That's okay.
I'm in. Gee.
Look, I don't want to be here.
Then why are you?
I just need to use your phone.
What for?
Sonny, look at me. I've been walking in the rain, okay, for a half of a mile. Every store I stopped at was closed. Every payphone I tried to use wouldn't work. I finally get to this building. There's no doorman downstairs. For the first time ever, I knock on every single one of your neighbor's doors, and nobody answers. It's like some kind of sick joke on me. If you just hand me the phone, you know, I could use it out here in the hallway. That way I won't bother you.
Well, I still don't. I don't understand why you need a phone.
I need to call emergency service. I got a flat tire.
Doesn't Jax know how to?
I don't have a spare tire, and I'm not with Jax right now. It's a long story, okay? You know what? Never mind. Just forget it. Good night.
No, hey, wait, no, it's okay. Hey, use the phone.
I don't want to invade. Lily's home.
Lily's not here right now, so why don't you come in? Come on. Take your coat off. Just throw it down on the floor.
Sorry, I'm getting water all over your
No, hey, somebody's gonna clean it up. Don't worry about it.
I got my card to call.
All right. Here. Before you, freeze to death.
Thank you. This is Brenda Barrett. I need someone to come out and, get my car. I got a flat tire. It's a red Porsche. It's parked on Bay Street between Sycamore and Spruce. No. Look, it's raining really hard outside. That's a long time. I mean, can anyone... Yeah, all right, listen, just tow the car, and I'll pick it up in the morning. Okay, thank you.
Hey, wait. You gonna walk home?
Yeah. Or, I'll just, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll just get out of your way.
Why don't you, call Ken?
I'm not doing this on purpose.
Lisa, good night.
Okay, little heiress. Why don't you just sit down right over here and have a cup of coffee before you go off into the night?
Are you kicking me out?
know that would be unkind. Hey, Mike, a cup of hot black Java, please, for the lady.
Tell me something. When that funeral was going on, what was everybody doing?
Rejoicing. How was that thing, anyway? Thanks.
Lonely, sad. And I realized it was a lot easier to be flat out. Well, flat out hated. But he loved me. He really loved me, so I can't hate him.
Let me give you a little tip on the house, all right? Anytime your little heart wants to give Damian Smith the benefit of the doubt, you try this mantra. He was slime. He owed me. He owed me. He was slime.
Who do you think killed him?
I don't know.
It wasn't me.
Real men don't tell. Okay, little lady, I'm gonna call you a cab now.
Oh, no, please let me. I'm a cab.
What have you done?
What I had to.
Is it true, Ned? Was A.J. driving that night?
Are you happy now?
No. But if I'm never happy again, I still believe it had to come out.
Why? So you can feel better?
Never mind what it does to Monica, or Emily, or grandmother, for God's sake. Look at them. Look at them. Look at what you've accomplished.
He was trying to make things right.
What makes you think you know what's right for my family?
Your family?
Do you suppose you really had the right to manage my sons? To manipulate us? Who in the hell do you think you are?
He thinks he's the coolest head around here. And in this particular case, he probably is. Who else knows?
Jason. AJ told him tonight. Grandmother, I'm truly sorry. I did what I thought was right.
I know. But...
I've spoken to Jason. He's very angry right now at what he perceives as my betrayal. But I don't think he cares enough to say anything. Please, don't be upset. Everything's gonna be all right.
Not for Jason. And certainly not for AJ.
And I wouldn't bet the farm on Lois either.
But poor dear. Lois, darling.
She left.
Hey. Sweetheart, how you doing? Glad you're home.
So am I. I guess I'll get my stuff and go.
Yeah, you do that. Thanks. She, just came by to use the phone to report a flat, and,
I know that, Sonny.
she was here maybe 5 minutes, that's all.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
By the way, it stopped raining outside.
Lucas is all settled with Simone and Tommy, and he didn't even look up at me when I left. He was so busy.
All right, so all obstacles out of the way, we're headed for Nashville.
Oh, honey. You know, we have really been needing a break like this.
Yep. Anyone here knows any reason why this couple should not depart immediately for parts south? Please speak up or forever hold your peace. The hospital knows that we have this time off. I mean, we don't have to answer the phone. I mean, we could have already left, or you know. Hello. Yes, it's Dr. Jones. No. Dr. Kravitz is supposed to cover for me for the next few days while I'm off. I see. Is he stabilized? Okay, all right. Tell Dr. Chang that I can be there and be ready to operate in 20 minutes, okay? Thank you, bye. So Dr. Kravitz has an emergency surgery, and I'm the only one that can do it, so I have to go to the hospital.
I knew it was too good to be true.
No, it wasn't. We are going to go, I promise. Soon. And I have to go.
I know. Take care.
It's really let you down, huh? You gonna be okay?
Hey, don't worry about me. I'm fine.
Hey, happy birthday.
You always have to be right, don't you? Somewhere along the line, you decided that Lois Cirillo is never wrong. She can never say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I was wrong.
That's not true.
Then let me hear you say it right now, because there has never been a better time to admit it.
I do. That would be a lie. Is that what you want me to do? You always said one of the things you loved about me the most is that I tell it like it is. I guess that's just when it doesn't conflict with whatever the hell you've decided to do.
I don't get it. The Cirillo rules don't play in the Quartermain house.
When we got married, I took on your name, and I joined it with mine. I thought that meant two families. One extra for both of us.
That doesn't happen overnight, or even in a few years. Yes, you are my wife. You are a part of my family, but you don't really know us. You don't understand the Quartermains yet, and that will take time.
So what you're saying is I'm a conditional member of this family on probation, and I don't get a vote?
You choose to interpret it that way, fine. But in this house, in our house, we don't spill our guts as a matter of course. Honesty is not always the best policy. Our priority is to keep this family intact. It's always family first, and that's the way it is.
You are so mad at me. No, see, that's so funny to me. Because I always thought that I was the wronged party here, since I'm the one who's been kept in the dark. But you know what? You have turned this all around and made me into the culprit.
I'll say it one more time. You don't know who we are. So at least have the decency to stay out of our business and stop interfering.
Don't worry. I'm out of it. I'm out of here.
This is Charles Gibson.
And Joan London, the rules of the home buying game have changed. Tomorrow, how to crunch the numbers and get the best deal.
Plus Chef Julia Child and Phil Hartman on tomorrow's Good Morning America.